What is up, guys? Wolfgang here. So today I want to talk about the KiwiEars Singolo. Now, these earphones I bought with my own money. This video is not being sponsored by anyone. I wanted to give these a try as I've tried a couple of earphones from Critical and I've liked a lot of them. And well, I'm here to give my first impressions. Let's get into it. So I want to keep this video fairly short, so I'm going to be pretty quick with all the points I want to talk about. These earphones are good to start with. I want to say that. I do have a couple criticisms about them, but they are very good. The design, you can decide if you like it or not. I think it's pretty cool. Cable is pretty solid, and to be honest, this cable is actually really nice. I don't get any noise coming from the cable interacting or like scratching against my shirt, which I really appreciate. Really great cable, a little short from my liking, but yeah, pretty nice cable. In terms of build quality, very solid. I really like the fit in my ear, although a lot of people don't like it, especially because of this small bulge right here on this part. It's hard to describe where it is, but it may or may not fit your ear depending on your ear shape. Now, for me, these are extremely comfortable. They make a really good seal inside my ears, and this is using my Comply foam ear tips I use on most of my earphones, most specifically on my Katos and Arias, Aria 2s to be specific. I really like memory foam ear tips. They fit me better. They cause much less irritation in my ear than the silicone, so I use these. But of course, the Singolo themselves come included with two sets of different silicone ear tips. One has a wider bore and one has a thinner bore, so you can test with those whichever you prefer, and which ones fit you better. 3 pairs of each, small, medium, large. Now then, for sound, which is the main thing people come for when we're talking about audio. They sound really good. My one issue with them is that it has a small dip in the 200 hertz range, which kind of drains some life out of some male vocals, and I don't really love that. I'm more of a vocals first kind of guy, so I really do love when I can hear the singer right in front of me and then the instruments behind him. That's not the case here. I'd say the singer kind of goes behind the instruments, and it's a music preference. It might be your preference, might not be, but it's definitely not mine. The bass is pretty elevated. Bass sounds really nice. I believe Critical said in his video that they have this sort of a resonance chamber inside here. We'll go watch his video if you want to learn more, but all I know is that it has some cool technology inside, and the bass sounds really nice. Nothing negative to say about the bass. The treble is a little on the high side for me, just slightly. The Comply foam ear tips, the memory foam, help a lot with that for me, as these reduce the high end just a little bit, so it helps me out a lot. And it only annoys me in some songs, but not all of them, and I can just dial down the volume a little bit and it won't be an issue. As for price, these range around the $100 if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull out Amazon to remember. So these are at the $80 price. Does it have some competition there? Pretty much. We'll get to that in a second. I think it's a decent price for what it is, although for cheaper you could get something comparable to better depending on your musical taste. For me, personally, what really killed these earphones was listening to them back to back with my current favorite, which is the Aria 2. These have basically a perfect bass for me, perfect male vocals, and very, very good treble. So listening to these back to back with the Arias really did destroy them for me. I feel like the Arias are just a legend that cannot be beaten, for my taste at least. So unfortunately the Singolos do lose to that for me, but in my ranking of tons of IEMs, I guess in my experience, I'd definitely give this an A+, because they do sound really amazing, but you do have to want their sound signature to actually love them. Now, another thing that kind of devaluated these for me, or gave them a knock, were the Truthier Zero Reds, also from Critical. Those are $25, at least last time I checked the price, and they sound very, very similar to these. Now by default, the Critical Zero Reds have less bass, but with the impedance adapter, you can make it sound pretty much the same. So it's, at least on the bass side. On the treble side, it's hard to say. I think I'd say these have more treble. So yeah, those being so much cheaper kind of knocks these down my preference list. Not to say they're bad. I'm just saying they're not my music preference, and for that preference, I would prefer other earphones that are cheaper. But they are solid earphones. It's hard to recommend these to someone. I would say they're going for more of a female voice-focused music listener, as well as someone who doesn't need much in the 250 hertz range, as there's a little bit of a dip in the equalizer there. Or if you prefer that dip, then it's actually meant for you. Like I said, people who like instruments in front of the singer, it's definitely there for these. And yeah, it's honestly a pretty decent start, I'd say, if these are your first in-ear monitors. Good cable, good earphones. The tips, I would recommend to get some memory foam tips if you want to try them out. I'm very sensitive to the high-end frequencies, so this just solves a lot of the issues for me. And yeah, it does not come with a case in case you care about that. But yeah, that's about it for me in this video, guys. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe button, and bell icon to get notified of new videos. Drop any questions you have in the comment section, and I'll make sure to answer those. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.